Alright, everything looks like it's doing okay now. Sorry guys, some technical difficulties. You know, the joys of live streaming, as many of you are familiar with. Okay, so stream's good, stream health is good, OBS is good. We're all good. Awesome. So, with that being said, let us start the stream properly, shall we? Excuse me. Hello everyone, and welcome to James Games. In this live stream tonight, or today, or whatever it is when you're watching this, we're going to be playing one of my favorite games, a game that has just come out of early access on a PC, and the developers have said that with the update that was just pushed last night or early this morning, one of the two, that it has all the exact same features as the PC version. So basically, on the Xbox, it's PC version 1.0, but it's not quite 1.0 on Xbox because they're still tweaking a few little things. But it has what the PC version has, which usually only happens at release. They're really close, but we're going to play it, and we are on Xbox, so yeah. All right, so without further ado, we're going to be playing Subnautica. And away we go. And hopefully, the internet and everything will hold out and not just eat a complete shit sandwich while we're trying to play. But I am so excited. Because I am so glad this game has finally come out. It's on its way to becoming a full-fledged game. Oh yeah. And there goes the internet. Nope. We're just gonna have to play through it. I'm going to turn it down just a fraction. Oh. Yes, and, funny story here. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit for a minute. As I was saying, funny story. For those of you that watched the last stream, you will probably remember that we got a fair bit of stuff done, and we're well on our way to doing some other stuff. I know that's vague as hell, but you know. And I streamed for like 2.5 hours almost. Well, when I ended the stream, I saved it, exited it, and then I went back to the main menu, and the whole last 45 minutes of the stream was not saved, apparently.
For your convenience, the radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
So now we have to go and redo a bunch of the stuff. I'm just gonna leave it turned down a bit. Okay, well. And to be honest, I don't even remember what we were doing. So it's going to take me just a minute, guys, to remember where I was at. Oh, yes. Now I remember. We had built a fabricator. I mean, not a fabricator. I wish you would quit pulling out the goddamn sea moth. I mean, sea glide. Really? A battery. I believe I had the table coral outside. No, shit. Oh yeah, we don't have a vehicle fabricator or anything. Shit. Yeah, there was a lot of progress that was lost. So... Okay, I have a radiation suit. I have a high capacity O2. Mobile vehicle base, what I was going to do. Power cell. Sorry guys, I've got to get back to where I was. I do have a computer chip. Okay. Habitat builder, I have that. Okay, we're going to do that too. Well, now that's interesting. The Seamoth is a sea and space vehicle. I am so peeved that all this got lost. And I do apologize for having to go back and, you know, so I need 2 power cells, a lead, and 2 glass. So I need to get some more copper. Oh, hello there. Shit, run. God damn it. Oh, I saw where that little fucker came from, too. Why not? Alright, well. Let's jump back up over here real quick.
The Builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Oh, damn it, that's what I was forgetting. Okay. No big. Well, shit. It's not like I don't have enough. No, not. Let's save it.
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Really? Well, for balls. Ah, shit, I forgot the titanium ingot. Damn it. Wait, oh yeah, be slick and just get over here and do this.
Distress call. This is Officer Keenan, Light Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Now we can make the Seamoth again.
The Seamoth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. Okay, so we're going to need to get another lead, find some more titanium, quartz, I forgot how to get it. There's we are. Because I left some stuff. Where the hell did I go? Alright, got that little bastard now. Well, what the hell? I had left some fucking... Oh, shit. That's just gonna have to wait. I'd left some damn titanium in here. I don't want the creature egg. Thank you, though. This was right when I got... surprised by the damn crash fish. Well, for fudge sakes. Shit. Oh, no, 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 no. God damn it. Little bitch. Don't need it, but we'll grab it anyway. Oh! Jesus, run! God damn it. That was bullshit. But since they're all exploded now. There was a little bastard. Fuck. God damn it. Well, I knew better than to go over there too. Son of a bitch. Well, again, oops. Make a shit ton of flares now. Not that I really need them. Fuck! Oh, God damn it. Fuck it, run. Oh, shit. Well. That was tense. I wasn't entirely sure I was going to make it. What? Well, we just lost that one. Well, I guess. Might as well save it, what the hell. That's still concerning me a little bit. Alright, my inventory is full. Oh, hell. Okay, what is it I need next? Computer chip. Okay. And all I need for that is copper wire. Alright, let's see what. Holy jeez. Oh. What? Why can't I make a fucking... Well then I guess I will just store that and that and that. Actually, you know what? I'll take that and that. And then I'll leave that. And then that and that. Oh shit. Nope. And then we go bloop. Damn, I don't have a... Oh.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Fuck. Copper. Shit. We need copper. Where the hell is it? Oop. Yeah. So we need.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Yay.
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter. Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Now I'm pretty sure I had stuff in that locker too. Oh well. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with all these flares. I have flares for days. Yeah. Oop, there was a hiccup. Oh shit. No. No, sorry, Bob. Oh, I wonder. Yeah.
30 seconds.
Oop. We go. Oh, crap. Oh, man. Oh, well. Nope, nope, nope. Get away, get away, get away. I want to see if I can attach a floater to those. See what would happen. I hear reefbacks. Oh. Let's just go straight up, shall we? Get some oxygen. And then go back down. Now, oh, cool. Nuclear waste disposal. Need that at some point. Don't go in.
Blueprint acquired.
Yes. I've already got that though. Damn it. Oh, still titanium. I don't like that. Why are they stuttering all of a sudden?
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Well then, let's not dick around.
30
Oh
seconds.
shit. And I've completely forgot what I was originally looking for. So, yeah, there's that. Ow, face. Oh, I just looked at that one. Alright, let's see here. Ooh. Wow. Cool. Well, all that was accidental. All these goddamn flares. Put it beside the hatch. No, we can put it on the hatch, apparently. Yeah, for right now, we'll just stick it. There. Not any of that quite yet. Do another locker. Yay, locker. Alright, well, I guess we'll read some of this. Indigenous life forms. We got the flora. We have the sea. We'll start with the bump. We have the writhing weed. Writhing weed, well adapted to both shallow waters and cave systems. This plant lives in symbiosis with the coral species which forms around the base of the stems. Violet bow, a common luminescent plant which grows in patches on the seabed. Ooh. Veined nettle, a common shallow water plant which frequently shows signs of predation around the edges of the leaves. The thick violet veins carry nutrients to the extremities of the fan, and brightly colored seeds grow around the base and stem. The rouge cradle, a complex cave-dwelling flora specimen. The bright yellow core of this plant is protected by a rigid cage, presumably to ward off medium-sized herbivores. Regress shell. The specimen is composed of a complex series of regressing rings connected by tendrils. Alright. Redwort, a common plant adaptable to many different environments. The redwort is a staple part of the diet of many small herbivores. Furled papyrus. The function of the distinctive curled leaves on this aquatic plant is not immediately clear. It is possible the leaves unfurl in low light conditions, or they are designed to channel water currents through the main body of the plant, thus enhancing nutrient take-up. And finally, the drooping stinger. It is zero photosynthetic. Let's try that again. Zero photosynthetic cells detected. Implies carnivorous adaptation to low-light environments. Follicles along the tentacles are capable of detecting contact with foreign bodies and triggering an electromagnetic charge in the 600-watt range. Prey is likely paralyzed and consumed over many weeks. Prey is small fish. The assessment is avoid. Exploitable. We have the acid mushroom. A common spore-bearing fungi species, the flesh contains a highly acidic compound which leaches into the water if the outer skin is penetrated. It is not clear which predator species necessitated such extreme countermeasures, but the acid mushroom's numbers suggest it has successfully deterred most of them. Assessment: inedible, as acid has applications in battery fabrication. Well, we know that. Creepvine. A kelp species concentrated in large forests in shallow sandy waters. Loose roots anchor the plant to the seafloor from where it grows steadily toward the surface in pursuit of sunlight. The stem is fibrous and rich in iron, making it both a viable base material for fabrication of textiles as well as a basic foodstuff. That's always good to know. Vital alien resource. The assessment is vital alien resource, edible, construction applications. And sulfur plant. These plants appear to serve as nests for the explosive organisms which guard them. The outer petals are undamaged by the presence of the inhabiting creature, suggesting a complex co-development. The plant has evolved to feed on nutrients and minerals deposited within by the fish. Sulfuric deposits on the inner leaves provide an insight into the mechanism by which the creatures explode. Assessment: sulfur has applications in construction of the repair tool. Apparently that's all it's good for. Now we go to fauna. Scavengers and parasites. The shuttlebug. It's a common scavenger at the base of the food chain. It has mouth parts small enough to be of little threat to most organisms. This creature is clearly adapted to feed on the waste products of the ecosystem around it. It has 3 mandibles used to orient themselves from drifting and to filter through detritus on the cave floors. Detritus? However you say it. I can't words. Sorry. Let's see. It has 3 legs. High-strength muscles can propel the life form great distances through the water, as well as ambulating them across the sea floor. Assessment: necessary waste recycler. Presence may indicate nearby cave systems. Now we have the floaters. 2 species living in symbiosis, which attach to and attempt to feed on any objects they come into contact with. The dominant life form is a pink main body and inner suction jaw. It's a dominant life form, or a dominant creature. Once attached to an organism or other stable surface, it will attempt to leach nutrients in order to grow. Microorganism membrane. The outer gel-like substance is a mesh of microorganisms, capable of forming a sealed vacuum around the creature's jaws. Helium buffer. A thin layer of helium is stored within the outer membrane, providing buoyancy to the floater and anything it is attached to. Assessment: may aid in flotation of sunken objects. Cool. Alright, leviathans. The reefback. This vast life form is in excess of 30 meters long and has been designated Leviathan class. Fortunately, it feeds exclusively on plankton-like life forms in the water. Part number 1 is the chitinous shell. Most of the life form's topside and some of its underside is protected by a thick layered exoskeleton. This suggests an evolutionary path quite different from other organisms on 4546b, most of which are vertebrate in nature. The reefback species has likely been able to grow far larger than other herbivores because anything large enough to break through its shell has long since gone extinct. 2. The enzyme pods. Similar in appearance to the algae glands of the gastropod, these organisms on the reefback's underside serve some unknown purpose in its digestive system and are capable of expelling small quantities of stomach enzymes into the surrounding waters. Local microcosm. An array of different barnacle and plant species grow on the reefback's shell, thrusting their roots into the ancient scars in the chitin and taking advantage of their mobility to avoid predation. Nonetheless, reefbacks will often be pursued by the faster, hungrier herbivores, and thus this leviathan species is a mobile microcosm worthy of years of study in itself. 4. The life cycle. Reefbacks' lifespans likely extend through many centuries, should they survive their initial growth cycle. For the first few decades, their smaller size would make them vulnerable to carnivorous leviathans. Sociable, seen traveling in small pods and communicating by an echoing call, behavior is consistent with low-level sentience. Assessment: harbors plants, small fish, and metal-rich barnacles. Okay, and then we've got large. Large, huh? Okay. Oh, we've got the gastropod. Gasopod side. A slow-moving life form and one of the larger herbivores on the planet, providing a substantial meal to would-be predators. The gasopod protects its domain by filling surrounding water with poisonous and corrosive pods whose contents dissolve even synthetic fibers. Number 1, synthetic filtration system. A thick, non-reactive skin and multiple gill layers render this creature impervious to the noxious acid clouds it produces. 2 is an algae gland. A bulbous sac-like appendage on the rear end. A luminescent yellow algae grows inside the sac and produces the poisonous compound. Abdominal muscles can contract the gland to emit the noxious compound into the surrounding water. 3. Large pelvic fins, capable of powerful movement through the water when moving in small herds. Behavior. Gasopods appear to be social in nature and may even use their emissions in their relationship rituals. Their audible calls are likely signifiers of nearby threats or food sources. Assessment. Approach with caution. Aesthetic pods may be retrieved and repurposed. Huh. Now that's an interesting. The rabbit ray. The rabbit ray is a Let's try that again. Is an herbivore. Jesus. I'm sorry, I cannot words. Anyway, it eats plants. It's an aquatic life form that eats plants. We'll just leave it at that. Rabbit rays appear to live serene and solitary lives with few predators, a natural sense of curiosity, and awesomely poisonous flesh. Wow. See, I can read. I swear to God. I can read. I can words. I can read and I can words, but I don't think I can read and words at the same time. That might be my problem. Anyway, on to number 1 is the ears. Twin orange appendages mounted on the heads sense vibration in the water. Undulating wings, markedly similar methods of transportation to that of the Earth rays. Zero genetic resemblance detected, suggesting these two species independently developed similar solutions to their environmental circumstances. Evidence indicates rabbit ray is large. Evidence indicates the rabbit ray is large. The rabbit ray. Its large side-facing eyes are relatively recent adaptations. It is likely there are related ray species in other environmental biomes on the planet. Assessment: inedible but harmless. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna grab a quick drink, and maybe it'll help me words. Oops, shit. Sorry, I knocked the mic. Sorry about that. Nice, cold, refreshing drink of Coca-Cola. Not sponsored, by the way. Just, I like Coke. Coca-Cola. Not cocaine. I mean, I've never tried it, so I just assume. I don't really want to try it. Okay, next is the spadefish. It's a medium-sized herbivore found in deeper waters. It's got a single eye, observed swimming near to the seabed from where it can keep its one eye on predators in the water above it. Makes sense. It's a mottled green coloration, commonly encountered in plant-rich environments. The spadefish is well adapted to hide amongst the vegetation. 3. Behavior. The spadefish tend to move in loose shoals, and despite their low speed, will take necessary measures to avoid confirmed predators. Assessment: edible. Cool. Sorry. Okay, we've got the Reginald, a small herbivore and distant relative of the common peeper, sharing the species' well-deployed side-facing eyes. Well-developed side-facing eyes, Jesus. Approximate size and body profile. Coloration, dull green coloration for deep water camouflage. Luminescent tail coloration, likely part of mating behavior. 2. The diet filters algae and other plant-like material from the water via 4 gill-like forward-facing orifices. Assessment, edible, high calorie count. Yes, they are some of the most filling fish. Peeper. A fast prey fish encountered in the shallow waters and rich in protein. Developed side-facing eyes, capable of discerning colors not just in shallow waters, but in a variety of lighting conditions. It is also able to close its eyelids, thus preventing light from reflecting off the lenses and rendering the peeper almost invisible to nighttime predators. Powerful fins. This species has evolved powerful fins which enable rapid acceleration in still water and the ability to leap meters into the air to avoid pursuers. Beak, likely used to break down corals and tough vegetation. An unusually large nasal cavity serves no obvious purpose and appears to be specially evolved to detect a single specific enzyme. Nothing encountered on the planet so far produces a matching odor. Expulsion tubes. The tubes attached to the peeper's torso are connected directly to its stomach and gills, and appear to be designed to expel its contents on demand. Purpose unclear. While the peeper is well adapted to survive in shallow waters, a number of its features serve no discernible purpose. It would appear to be just as well suited to survive in deeper waters and is somewhat more intelligent than the usual small herbivore. Assessment, edible, high calorie count, further research required. And then we've got the hoopfish. The hoopfish. Small school mentality prey fish with unique method of propulsion, and a distant relative of the bladderfish. Well, antenna. Rather than swimming, this life form uses a fine green antenna which encircles its body to alter the composition of the water in front of it, allowing it to sail into the low-density space created. Its purple and green coloration may be a camouflage adaptation for mid-range light wavelengths, possibly indicating the hoopfish is more active at dawn and dusk. Behavior. While schools of hoopfish will form periodically and evade predators in mass, this behavior is more social than it is defensive, and lone hoopfish are often found hunting for food and displaying generally curious behavior. Assessment, it's edible. Basically, it's food, which we need on this planet. Now we've got the whole fish. Very small herbivore found in low numbers, often around cave system entrances, where the skin coloration blends into the background. Number 1 is the bored-out tail fin. By manipulating the size and shape of the hole in its tail, it can perform unpredictable maneuvers. I can see why. Size. The smaller than most herbivores, presumably due to lack of vegetation in low-light environments. Assessment, food. The Gary fish. Gary fish. Anyway, that's enough of that. And some of you will get the reference. If not, well, I'm sorry. Let's see. They're slow-moving and curious herbivore. Camouflage indicates adaptation for evasive behavior on the ocean floor. They have eye stalks, may be beneficial in watching for predators from hiding places amongst the coral. Behavior is more active during daylight hours, but slow and docile at all times. The Gary fish's survival depends on a combination of camouflage and predators who can get a more filling meal elsewhere. Assessment, edible. The eye. Or eye. Anyway, sorry. An extreme evolutionary adaptation where 90% of the life form's body mass is dedicated to the ocular cavity. 1. Oversized eyeball. Deep set rings in the lens suggest specialization for identifying its predators in low-light environments, long before they come to attack range. Underdeveloped fins. Incapable of fast movement, the species is vulnerable to agile predators at close range. Shark species may have evolved hunting techniques to close on the eye unseen from above, below, or behind. This organism and the common peeper share a common evolutionary evolutionary ancestor. While the II has sacrificed maneuverability, it shares and enhances its cousin's powerful eyesight. The ancestral alpha peeper may have been one of the first life forms on 4546b to develop eyesight many millions of years ago. Assessment: edible, low calorie count. So meaning it's food, but it's kind of junk food. Not much to it. Boomerang. The boomerang. Herbivore encountered in large numbers, found to frequent shallow waters and move in schools. It has serrated teeth. Suggests adaptation for grinding corals to other herbivores are unable to digest. Oh. Words have failed me again. I can words, I promise. Okay, let's try that again. The serrated teeth suggest its Okay, let's try this a third time. Its serrated teeth suggests adaptation for grinding corals other herbivores are unable to digest. There we go. Twin fins. Usually the species' two fins are a cartilaginous extension of its skeleton. They are less prone to damage and provide superior propulsion, but are also harder to grow back. The bright blue tips are in fact the ends of its digestive tract, where the luminescence of the corals it consumes is most focused. Yeah. Most active during daylight hours, prone to flee on approach, the boomerang can more easily be observed at night when its luminescence gives it away and seeks shelter of the seabed. Assessment: it is edible. The bladderfish. Bladderfish. The unusual herbivore appears to be mostly defenseless and bears little resemblance to the other life forms around it. It has a semi-permeable bladder. The bladderfish is able to filter air and seawater into its body cavity through a unique membrane which surrounds its spine like a bladder. This allows it to remove and consume organic particulate caught in the way and adjust its buoyancy. Open-ended vascular tubing can be angled and contracted to pump out water and achieve low-velocity guided propulsion. Largely oblivious to threats and practically immobile at night, its only identified defense mechanism is that it's composed almost entirely of water, air, and cartilage. Assessment: edible. Oxygen may be retrieved from the bladder and added to tanks on consumption. What? Cool. Membrane has applications as a natural water filter. Oh, what do you know? Oh, next we have the bodies. The herbivores. Herbivores. Jeez, the friggin'. Sorry. The carnivores, not herbivores. I was looking at herbivores when I said. Well, this has been one big, huge kind of fail, hasn't it? Alright, so the carnivores so far are the stalker. What the fudge? Stalker. A streamlined predator encountered in the kelp forests in weight of prey, leaving the safety of the shallows to feed. The stalker likely carved out its evolutionary niche as the sweet spot between speed and size millions of years ago. Maybe one of the oldest species on the planet. The stalker appears to be attracted to titanium deposits, which tends to sharpen and put stress on its teeth. As with many predators, it may be possible to temporarily distract hungry stalkers by feeding them. Oh. Interesting. Teeth. The stalker's teeth are unusually hard and fast-growing. Its elongated snout can deliver huge biting pressure to larger attackers, while also being used to reach small herbivores seeking refuge amongst the rocks. 2. Night vision. A retinal layering of the eyeball suggests adaptation for nighttime hunting. 3. The dorsal ridges. There are fish slamming into our little life pod. What the hell? Okay, so the dorsal ridges. These ridges can be moved independently to deliver superior maneuverability. Wow, I cannot talk. Pelvic fins. Long and powerful, the stalker has evolved to hunt the fastest of prey. Assessment. Stalker teeth may have applications in enameled glass fabrication. Well, you bet they do. Sand shark. Bad little fucker. A powerful medium-sized predator that burrows into the sand and ambushes its prey from below. As with many predators, it may be possible to temporarily strike sharks by feeding any hungry specimens that draw close. Forward dorsal fin. The unusual location of this fin suggests a purpose unrelated to movement through the water. It may be employed in shifting the sand beneath the surface, or in mating rituals, or may simply be an evolutionary dead end. The segmented exoskeleton. Thick armor plating renders the sand shark almost immune to attack from above. While it is capable of impressive acceleration, its exoskeleton prevents it from changing direction quickly. The sand shark is thus perfectly designed ambush hunter, but ill-suited to sustained pursuits. The feet, ill-designed for ambulation, likely used to disturb the surface of the sand, so the life form can burrow into the ground. Assessment, avoid. Be vigilant for ambush in sandy biomes. The bone shark. A large and powerful predator that lives in small groups and fiercely defends its hunting grounds. A thickly armored exoskeleton suggests defensive adaptation either to larger predators or in-species aggression, marked similarly to the segmented exoskeleton of the sand shark, suggesting a relatively recent common ancestor. It has large eyeballs, consistent with its high light sensitivity, likely hunting of luminescent prey in low-light environments. Generally slow and unresponsive as a means of energy conservation, they will act with uncompromising speed and aggression against any threat to their territory. Assessment, avoid. May be distracted by light sources. Ah, so we can take a flare. Kind of like on Jurassic Park. Coral, we've got table coral. Each disc is an individual colony of microorganisms filtering nutrients from the water. Growth patterns indicate colonies are in direct competition for positions with superior current or light. Unlike other coral species, its structure is malleable, softly pulsating as it pumps nutrients into extremities and only turning rigid when it senses physical assault. The jewel-like nodes on the surface are concentrated buildups of rare minerals to the coral that the coral is unable to process. Assessment, exploitable in computer chip fabrication. The giant coral tubes. The variety of coral formations on 4546b appear to be different solutions to the same problem of maximizing water and nutrient flow through the colony. These particular variants funnel water down a tube, filtering nutrients as they pass. Their size suggests they have been highly successful. Assessment, coral tube samples are rich in calcium, exploitable in bleach fabrication. Earthen coral tubes. Genetic resemblance to the giant coral tubes encountered elsewhere suggests evolutionary divergence approximately 100,000 years ago, with this subspecies being substantially lower in calcium content and specializing in growing in smaller, denser packs at deeper levels. Assessment, no practical applications discovered. Womp womp womp. Excuse me. A coral shell plate. This variant of coral has adapted to survive in close proximity to other corals, filtering nutrients from the water and sharing them via a spore-like substance which grows around its base. Assessment, no practical applications discovered. Well, that's a shame. It seems like in an earlier version they had something they needed it for. Brain coral. A permanent growing colony of microscopic organisms, this coral species has adapted to filter carbon dioxide from the environment, using the carbon to build the colony and expelling the oxygen from the specialized exhaust funnels. It is quite hardy, suggesting samples from a mature specimen could be grown artificially. Assessment, air tanks are equipped to siphon oxygen from the water where possible. Well, there you go. Just stand in right by a brain coral for a bit. Oh. I'll read the rest of those in a minute. Because we have a first aid kit and a radio message.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers the weather holds. But don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Alright, I thought it said a couple of days. That's 39 minutes, man. Alright, well I guess we'll just go into the Sigla moth. That thing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And that's where we gotta go. Sorry, fishies. Do I have time to stop here real quick? Ow. Have I been here? Ah, damn it, get on there. What the hell? Guess I've already been here. Damn it. Yeah. I'll just come back here in a minute. Oh, there's the bum shark.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify.
Yeah. Well, we're here. We got a bit of time to kill. It's enough with the damn lead, people. Jesus.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. New blueprint acquired.
Shit got dark. Oof. That was scary. Oh, you bastard. Oh. Little shitheads. Quit it. Little fuckers. Come here, little fucker. Where'd you go? Oh, bastard. Oh shit, where's my... There it is. Well, I got away from that, didn't I? Yep, we'll go ahead and save. What the hell? You got blasted. Oh god. For the love of God. Whoa. Hello. I don't know if I like that sound or not. I definitely don't like that sound.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Ooh, a purple tablet. Yeah, I'm not ready to venture that far from my sea moth just yet.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, hi. Yeah, you're not a good thing if I remember. Fucking biters. Ooh, a purple tablet. Freaking cave crawler. What the hell is all this stuff? Ah. Oh, you bastards. Uh-huh. You did. Ah, diamond.
Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Well, I guess Solterra can suck my ass. Because I'd like to survive. Because I don't see Altera dragging ass out here to get me, now do we? I only need gold, I guess, but you know. Well, I need it for some stuff, I guess. Probably need a lot more lithium than I do gold. Yeah. You damn fucker. Come on, jump at me. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. That would probably kill me. What the fuck? I don't have an ion cube. No! The sunbeam will arrive in 18 minutes. Yeah, I kind of wish it wasn't like real in-game, real minutes. Wish it was like in-game minutes. Huh? As if it was, it would go a little bit faster. Huh? Oh, another purple tablet. I have light. That's a hell of a drop there, isn't it? Wait, wasn't I just here? I was. I went in a damn circle. Shit. I was joking when I said it'd take me the rest of the time to get back to Sunbeam. I thought I was joking anyway. Well. Oh man, I slid, I didn't jump. Fuck. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Oh, come on, let me out. Alright, that's it. When I find water next, I'm jumping in. Ow, you little son of a bitch. The hell with it. It's faster to frickin' swim. Wait, what? fine? It is. Where the fuck am I at? How do I get... Oh, shit. Oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit, oh, shit. And it's getting nighttime. Son of a bitch. How did I get that damn far away? Oh shit, it's a warper. Screw you, dude. I still don't know how the hell I ended up this fucking far away from that damn place. Let's see, there used to be uranite crystals around here somewhere.
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
I know. Ooh. Piece of candy. God damn it. Where's one RD in it? Okay, well, it's gone a little wonky right there. For the love of God. Well, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and read some more of the PDA entries. Oh, I've got one slot left. So we got purple tablet and that was it. Okay. Yes. Okay, let's see. Fighters. Vicious pack hunting predator, 94% muscle, 4% connective tissue, 2% brain. Indiscriminate when hungry, almost always hungry. Specialized olfactory antenna employed in detection of bodily fluids in the water at impressive range. It has a secondary pair of eyes, likely dedicated to detecting peripheral movement of large predators and hungry members of its own species. Overdeveloped tail fin favors outpacing and outnumbering their prey over individual maneuverability. Calculations suggest creatures up to 100 times the biter's body weight could succumb to a focused assault by a pack of 10. Wow. Assessment: avoid packs, try not to bleed. Well, that's very, duh. Okay, so we got scattered wreckage. Analysis confirms this wreckage is from the Aurora. The outer layers of the massive material have oxidized, suggesting it has been heated to over 1200 degrees Celsius. This pattern is consistent with hull disintegration during atmospheric entry. Salvage of intact portions of Altera vessels is prohibited at legal, moral, and technical levels. However, scraps such as these may be reclaimed for their titanium and content at any Altera fabricator. Okay. Sandstone outcrops. Excuse me. These common porous outcrops seem to form around small amounts of precious metals, or otherwise these metals are part of a sedimentary buildup over time. Assessment: lead, silver, and gold source. Limestone outcrops. These unusual geological structures often form around titanium and copper deposits and are distinct to this planet. Closer analysis reveals that stone around the material has been hardened against erosion, but the mechanism remains unknown. Assessment: titanium, a copper source. 4546B environment scan. 4546B environment scan, category 3 ocean planet, oxygen, nitrogen, and atmosphere, extensive biodiversity. Safety warnings: may support Leviathan class predators. Water contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. Planet is beyond Federation space rescue unlikely. It is not recommended to explore this environment without hazardous material suits and extensive support apparatus. Yeah, think. Okay, we've got Degassi survivors. Altera search and rescue mission. Degassi crew manifest Bart Torgal. Auxiliary search and rescue mission. Bart Torgal. Position vice president of Torgal Corp. Status: lost in space near planet 4546B. At age at time of disappearance 19. The only legitimate child of Paul Torgal, beneficiary of enhanced learning techniques and cerebral implants. Digitrained in advanced biochemistry and stellar economics. Emissary Kassar reports Bart was accompanying his father to a newly constructed deep space station where he was to serve a 5-year term as chief operating officer. Let's see, codes and clues. LifePod 6 transmission origin. Distress signal has been received from LifePod 6, but the attached coordinates were corrupted. Last available photographic data has been downloaded and analyzed. Okay. Crew requested assistance navigating radiation, sunk to approximately 100 meters, located in an area dense with red grass near a number of natural arches and rock stacks. Transmission and origin approximately 400 meters northwest of LifePod 4's last known location. Aurora survivors. LifePod 3 crew log. Let's play it.
You really think it'll carry 2 of us?
Your regular sea glide tows a mass of 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cell rigged to this one should double that.
You think there's something out there that's faster?
Oh, sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the LifePod.
You're calm about this?
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
Yep. LifePod Crew 17 log.
How's his log? It's the day of the crash. I don't know what the heck is happening. I'm scared and I'm not going outside. There are shadows in the water under the hatch, but I can't tell if they're rocks or aliens. And there's weird-looking caves nearby. The Aurora was carrying everything needed to build the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. It had a cinema. There was a zero-G gym. My cafe. I don't understand how we're here now. don't know why no one's coming for me.
'Cause you're screwed, dude. Okay, alien data. Scan data. Purple tablet. This carbon-based device is lighter than it looks and features a symbol which resembles a U lit up in purple. Despite the onboard power still functioning, algae growth on the exterior indicates it was abandoned hundreds, perhaps thousands of years ago. While the technology is far beyond Federation levels, there is no obvious way to interface with it. It should nonetheless be possible to fabricate a precise physical copy of the device if necessary. Awesome. Force field control terminal. This device matches no known technologies and is likely alien in nature. Power is being routed via the terminal to the nearby force field. The technology is far beyond anything encountered before by the Federation. Nonetheless, there is a good chance it functions like a regular lock, and only requires the correct kind of key. Yep. Alien Arch. This structure's intended purpose is unclear. Theories on function, ceremonial or religious role, industrial applications, advanced transportation network, assessment, further research required. Blueprints. Vehicles. We've got the Seamoth. Seamoth is a one-person vehicle with independent replaceable power cell fitted in the rear and a fully customizable design. Low-power multidirectional thrusters enable it to function equally well in sea or space environments. Most long-range vessels carry at least 2 vehicles of this class to facilitate the exploration and exploitation of small astronomical bodies. However, they can also be fabricated at standard mobile vehicle bay. Ratings: top speed of 13 meters a second, acceleration 5 meters per second. A distance per power cell is about 10 kilometers. Crush depth 200 meters below sea level. Upgrade module slots are 4. Dimensions is 3 meters by 1.5 meters by 1 meter. Persons 1. Seamoths may be modified by installing upgrade modules to the access point mounted on the wing. These include increased cargo storage, superior power, pressure and collision compensation, enhanced sonar, defensive capabilities. These modules may only be manufactured at a moon pool outfitted with a vehicle modification station. The Seamoth. It goes anywhere but land. Sea Glide. The Sea Glide is a personal transportation device designed for use in oceanic environments. Capable of speeds at 36 kilometers an hour in standing water. Displays topographical data for aid in charting cave systems. Replaceable battery. Keep fingers clear of propeller. The Sea Glide. Anything that moves faster underwater is probably trying to eat you. Mobile Vehicle Bay. The Mobile Vehicle Bay is a deployable station equipped with fabrication drones designed to construct small research and exploration vehicles from raw materials. It is a common tool in almost all industrial, scientific, and colonization operations. Cyclops. The Cyclops is the most powerful and reliable deep-sea submersible in the galaxy. By comparison to the competition, it can be crewed by just one pilot, hence the name. It features 3-speed manual piloting controls and forward observation deck for precise maneuvering, dry dock for transportation, maintenance, and recharging of scouting vehicles, extensive storage solutions in the keel hold section, internal and external video feeds, onboard AI for threat detection, and extensive customization options. Advice for captains: higher speeds generate additional noise, which may attract undesired attention. Power consumption with the engine off is 0. Slow 25%, standard 50%, and flank 100%. Silent running mode may be activated in conjunction with any speed setting to reduce noise close to 0. At a substantial additional power cost. Cyclops upgrades may be fabricated at the terminal in the engine room. Ratings: top speed 8 meters per second. We'll come back to that.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site.
Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? All done. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8.
It's coming from the building?
Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Well, yeah, so that happened. Well, so now we are totally bone around. Oh no. Ooh. Thought I was borked. I mean, check out the solar eclipse. That's wicked. So wicked. All right, well, since we're here, let's explore.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Okay.
Self-scan complete. Foreign bacteria count has reached statistically significant levels. No adverse effects detected. Be vigilant for symptoms.
Yay. Well, that's ominous.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
Well, something's gonna have to go. The lead. The lead will go. I don't need the lead.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Oh, this is creepy as shit.
Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Those glitches are getting on my nerves a little bit. Okay, well, there's another arch. And this one appears to be locked. A big alien arch that is locked. Really? I can't drop the damn stuff? Oh, what the balls. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save it. I want to drop it. Crap. No, I can't drop it. Yeah, let's go back outside. There we go. That's the exit.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
There we go. I don't know why I have to be in the water to drop it, but... So I didn't need to drop anything else. See, lithium, diamond, silver, gold, titanium. I can drop the titanium. Because I mean, it's not like I won't know where it's at. The rest of this stuff is way more valuable and more rare. Really? I wish it wouldn't glitch out like that. I'd like to listen to the music. Yeah, well, there's not an option for that.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Ooh, this is looking a little ominous and spoopy. Excuse me. Well, oh, here goes.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
Okay.
Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
Ah, shit. Well, that hurt. This happens when there's so much lag. So you fall down and go boom. Boom, ba-dee, boom, ba-dee, boom. Alright, guys. I think. Save for the love of God. Because if I lose progress again, I'm going to be so pissed off. Anyway. I think I'm going to leave the stream here tonight, guys. I do want to thank everybody so much for watching. I want to remind everybody, if you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe so you don't miss anything, so you don't miss any of my videos or anything. Make sure you hit the subscribe and the notify little bell. Share your favorite videos. And please, I welcome all comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. What you want to see more of. If you have any tips, hints, tricks, something I've missed, please let me know. Let me know what games you guys want to see. Because I want to know from you guys. If I don't hear from you guys, I am playing just whatever randomly. So, please, comments. Either in the bottom of the video on YouTube, or if it's on Twitch. If you're watching a replay on Twitch, you can type in chat, and it adds it like you were watching it live. Strange. Anyway, I don't know what's available for Mixer, but I'm on all 3 channels anyway. But you can also, if you don't think I'm not responding to your message on YouTube, if you leave it on the video, go to the discussion tab and leave a comment there on the discussion tab on my channel, and I will definitely see it. Yeah, so, also, comment, leave me a message wherever you find me, whether it is on YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram. Any of them. Just leave me a comment, because again, I do want to I'm here for you guys. I want to know what you guys want to see. So I've been talking way too long at the end. Anyway, I hope everyone's had a good night, and I want to thank everyone so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye.